I was a big bathroom drinker.
Oh yeah.
I was a huge bathroom drinker.
Yeah.
You gotta open the can and you gotta make a like time out the cough with the can popping.
Flush the toilet.
Yeah, flush it.
Welcome to Foster the Podcast.
Welcome back to Foster the Podcast, the official podcast of comedian Justin Foster, professional life coach, relationship expert.
Oh boy.
I don't know how many titles you have now. Reiki healer.
Let's just get a name.
Kristie Marie.
That's good. Thank you.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
And we have our very special guest back. Dustin Ybarra is
Yes.
here.
Hello, everybody.
He's back.
Yeah.
He's back.
Different Dustin the last time he was on this show.
Different Dustin.
You brought in electrolytes. this time.
Electrolytes.
Last time you brought in Sierra Nevada.
It was last time I had a different kind of powder, but this time I got some hydrate. Electrolines. Yeah, I like how you have a remote on it. What if I change that and it went to like Tiger Belly? Like another page just goes.
Can you put on Joe Rogan's podcast, please?
Yeah.
We were watching Fast and Furious 7. That's why that was out.
Oh, that's a good one.
I haven't seen any of those movies, by the way.
Me neither. I have never seen a Fast and Furious, and I feel like at this
Really?
point I'm not gonna.
I feel like you're the
Dude,
demographic.
no, I probably love the shit out of them, you know. But now I'm kind of like, all right, well, it's kind of like when you get older and you haven't got I haven't gotten a tattoo yet, and I'm like, I'm not getting a tattoo now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want to
Yeah.
start your first tattoo in your 40s.
What if I did though, and it was Vin Diesel? That was the tattoo I got.
Just the Fast X.
Yeah, on the chest.
I haven't seen a movie, but I like the tattoo.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming back on, man. It's good to see you.
Thanks for having me.
I love
I'm
that
glad
we
you
had-
guys are doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's
I always had a good time.
Yeah.
Here, so like,
People loved you.
Yeah.
The listeners loved you, and we loved you. I still have a photo framed of you, me, Tony Baker, Malone doing the live show.
that was
Yeah.
a blast.
That was so much
so
fun.
much fun, dude.
Yeah.
We are 5
Slap
years.
fun.
5 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that we hang out all the time now.
We do hang out now.
I love it.
Yeah, it's the best. I love. Yeah. You're so fun.
It's just there's so many people from Texas that I moved here with that I don't see anymore, and
Yeah.
you're like my last, like, you know what I mean, like
Bro,
this piece of home. Yeah.
And there are people from Texas that are here, but we just don't
never
see
see
them.
'em.
Never see them.
I see people in Texas more than I see people in here from Texas.
Yeah. Oh, that's always weird, right? When you go back home and you run into someone that you haven't seen. It's like, where are you living? L.A. Oh, okay. I guess we just don't see each other. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you're one of the few people. You two are probably the only two people in the city that have seen me drink.
Yeah.
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 So it's
Well, I was a
nice
youngster. I was probably 18, 17 when I saw you drink.
Oh yeah, because we started coming together pretty much around the same time in Dallas in
Yep.
2005, I believe. You were young.
I was young. Yeah. I was a youngster. People are like, how'd you get into bars? I'm like, it's Texas, dude. There's a lady, there's a lady breastfeeding over there. You think they're going to check my ID?
I've seen that before. I've seen that before.
Oh, that is crazy,
Yeah.
right?
I've seen a lady breastfeeding. I saw a lady in with her like 12-year-old, and I was like, "Yeah, why is there a 12-year-old at the bar?" She's like, "Somebody has to blow into the breathalyzer."
That car's not going to start itself.
Right? That's the most Texas answer.
Yeah.
That is. Oh, my gosh.
Mama's got to take the edge off.
God, we've done some shows, man.
I know. I was reflecting on that the other day because, the shows we do now, we do afternoon shows for people that are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, but that didn't used to be the case.
No.
We would do shows where people would. We did a one. Did you ever do the One-Eyed Penguin? Do you remember that place?
I don't. I might have done it, but I don't. I remember
Yeah.
you telling me about it, and I was like, that doesn't sound familiar.
You would do the show, and if the audience didn't like you, they would take the mic from you and just hand it to the next comic.
Oh, my God. I was way too emotionally fragile to do that show.
I still am.
They probably didn't ask me to do it. Yeah. I would have lost it, man.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
Do people now? Because you don't drink anymore.
No.
I don't drink anymore.
No.
Kristie doesn't drink anymore.
No.
Oh, wow. Look at us.
Look at us.
at us.
Wow.
Yeah. You know.
Someone's going to heaven, right?
You know what I mean? Three of us.
Yeah, all these sinners out in L.A. See you later. When that rapture comes.
You know what I mean? We'll be waiting for you at the gates.
Yeah, buddy.
But it's funny because do you get this? Do people meet you and they're like, dude, I can't even ever imagine you drinking. Like, I can't even picture you drinking.
No, I look like bro, I look like an animal, you know?
You look like you're drunk
look
right
at me,
now.
they're like, how are you not drinking right now? Like, I don't know. That's the thing.
hilarious.
I smoked weed for like a couple, probably like 15 years straight. And now it's like I still look like it.
It lingers.
Get offered weed all the time. Oh, one time I was in Vegas and this guy he put something in my back pocket and I'm like, oh, here's some weed. And I opened it up. It was cocaine. I was
That
like,
was a couple of months ago.
That was a couple of months
I was
ago.
there.
You were there. Yeah.
I
that's
put it in
right.
his pocket. I was trying to get the weekend. I was like,
Well,
Dustin,
you're
relapses. Hey, your headliner's not going to make it.
Oh boy.
He thought it was electrolytes he's putting in his water.
Yeah.
I did 7 shows.
I flushed it like a good boy.
Did you?
I did.
Good for you.
I wasn't even gonna give it to any because I was thinking about I was like maybe I'll just give it to someone, but then I'm like, nah, what if there's fentanyl? That person
Right.
dies.
Yeah.
And
Someone overdoses. You're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just trying to give a friend a bag. Now I'm
Last
wanted
thing.
for murder.
Last thing I need.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I get that a lot of times. People are like, I can't even imagine you ever drinking. And I was like, it's such a weird, I can imagine it.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
Dustin, I can imagine, yeah. Dustin got kicked out of Australia.
Yeah. I've been kicked out of bars, countries. Yeah. A lot of I went through a nice tear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I left it all on the dance floor as well. It would put it all out there.
There's nothing
people,
left.
Yeah, people say that to me a lot too. Like I can't imagine you've said that to me a million times before.
I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I can't
what it was
imagine
like.
seeing you sloppy at a bar.
Yeah.
If I hadn't seen it with him, I wouldn't imagine. Just because he's, I
Yeah.
feel like we're all sort of put together. We're showered.
I feel a little bit. Yeah, I feel like a little. You feel good, 'cause,
Yeah.
like you said, showering.
Yeah,
like,
you shower, you sleep.
Yeah.
You can just see in the
Sleep,
eyes.
eat a vegestal or
Yeah.
whatever.
I still don't do
I
that.
feel like it
but-
puts you in gratitude too, because you're like everyone's like, oh man, I just got a promotion, dude. I took a shower. It's awesome. My life is great, bro.
killing this day.
Yeah.
I was at the other night. I've been trying to take myself out on dates, right, and just be
little
whatever.
self care.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? Like I don't have to be around someone all the time. So I went to a concert by myself. I walked. I had a hot dog. It was a beautiful day. But I was there. When you go to concerts by
Did
yourself,
you get lucky with yourself?
I put out.
Oh, nice.
It was crazy because I was watching the show, right, having a good time, and this girl comes up to me, and she's also by herself, and she's like sort of like bumping into me while the music's playing. I was like, yeah, I'm watching the show, and she's sort of like being a little flirty, right? I'm by myself, she's by herself. And then she sort of like falls over and like grabs my arm, and I look, and that's when she's wasted, hammered, and has the world's biggest engagement or wedding ring on her hand. And now I'm like holding up this drunk chick who's got a wedding ring on,
No.
and she's sort of like whatever.
No.
She pulls out her phone, and I'm assuming it's her husband. And she does this, and it's just 3 pages of her texting him, and he hasn't responded. Just like a Lord of the Rings.
Oh, it just keeps going and going.
No.
Yeah.
I hated that. That's one thing I would do when I was drunk. And you just, the more text messages you stack without a response, the crazier you look. You're just like, hey, can you just text me so I don't look like a nut, man?
I gotta have one over the left side.
Yeah.
I got 50 on the right
Yeah.
and nothing on the left.
This isn't fair. Did you block me? What the hell?
She just kept texting. I was like, oh man. Once she swiped 3 times, I was like,
No.
there's gonna be some problems at home.
Yeah.
I also love the drunken assumption, though, that like if I'm out at a bar at 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm texting someone and they don't text me back, it's because they're not liking me, not they're just asleep. You know what I mean? Like just living their normal human life and not wanting to respond to
Why aren't you
chaos.
responding to me? It's 4 a.m. Like, what?
Everyone's
Which
in bed.
says so much about the husband that he's not even up worried sick about her anymore.
No.
He's in bed at 11:30 letting her be a maniac.
It's on Do Not Disturb. He's like, no.
I'm assuming something happened at the show. He left, and she's just like, "Where are you? Where are you?" You know, like when you see like just a question mark text.
Yes.
I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be a problem."
Yeah.
That's tough. Yeah.
So what'd you do, Justin?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
I made sure she got upright, and I went way over here.
Don't you feel responsible now whenever you see someone like super sloppy? You gotta like help them out.
I do. I feel like I've gotta, take care of them and
Oh
make
my
sure that they're
God.
okay, which
Dude.
helps my people pleasing and codependent. I get to be help other people?
Yes.
I was gonna say no.
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 You could die in that gutter.
Oh my god! There was this guy in
never
Vegas.
learn.
There's this guy in Vegas. He had like cerebral palsy, and he was drunk.
That's not a good
crazy drunk. Which you're drunk whenever you have cerebral palsy, and you can tell like, wow, this guy's drunk, man. He's not even cerebral palsy level, man. So he was getting kicked out of the place. Security was coming. I'm like, hey, I'll get him let me get in. He's like, oh, can you talk? And he passed me his phone, and then I'm calling his wife and stuff. I'm like, yeah.
Man.
Put him in an Uber and this. Never heard from that guy. He probably made it home. But
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good for you. That's good karma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It was like, cause I always have that like empathy thing. Whenever I see someone really trashed, I'm like, that was me.
Yeah.
Been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like with hecklers now. Whenever someone's super drunk, I'm always like, I'm less like, hey, fuck you, and I'm more like, all right,
Right.
you gotta go, man.
Right.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've definitely been the person who's had to been like caretaked before.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes. Yeah.
Make sure I got home safely and
Yeah.
yeah, you got to pay it forward, I guess. But
I think there's a different level of empathy that I have towards someone who's like in it in a bad way, or like someone just crying with their shoes. You know what I mean? Like those are two different groups of people to me. It's like, she'll be fine. You know what I mean?
oh, you don't help the shoe girl
the
out.
shoe girl, she's got it. She'll be fine.
She's just getting a good old cry.
She'll
Yeah.
be fine. You know, drunk guy stumbling with the beer pouring. Someone's gonna direct him in the right direction.
That was me.
that was
That was me
Justin,
for sure.
There you go.
For sure.
Yeah.
So who do you go help?
I would help like cerebral palsy guy who needs like help getting into an Uber, or someone who like can't figure out what it is that they're doing. Like I'll point them in the right direction. But if someone's just like, I can't find my phone, it's like, just go to bed.
Yeah.
You need to just go
Yeah. You need
find
to
your friend,
sleep.
go to sleep. You gotta.
You ever do the thing where you try to be nice and you get them an Uber and then they jump out of the Uber like a block away? Have you seen that before?
Bro, I've done that, man. Yeah. Someone told me that story. I ran to this comic. He was like, hey, man, you remember that time? And that's, I hate when they start.
Stop.
Bro,
Yeah.
as soon as someone's like, dude, one time, I'm like, stop it, please.
I
don't
don't
tell
wanna
me.
know
He was like, yeah, I was taking you home, and you just jumped out of my car and took off into the woods. The woods,
We
bro.
were in Santa Monica.
Crazy. I'm like, yeah, that sounds like something I would have done.
Oh my God. So you just got engaged.
I did.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
That's awesome.
Life's good.
Very nice.
Have you picked out a date yet?
No.
Okay.
But it's gonna happen.
Okay.
It'll happen.
Is what I tell her once a
Yeah,
week.
the wheels are in motion.
Did you do a big proposal?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I went metal detecting on the beach because I go metal detecting, and I'm like, hey, can you record me? And I hid the ring in the sand,
Nice.
and she's. I tell a joke here, but I'm just gonna tell you the truth. I found the ring, and she said yeah. And it was a nice little experience.
Very
awesome. Yeah.
Okay, what's the joke version?
Oh, that she was like mad at me. She was like, I was looking for the ring and I couldn't find the ring, which is true. I had difficulty finding the ring, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh,
could you imagine?
no,
Oh my
in
God,
the
that
sand
would've
is not
sucked.
good.
Yeah, but it's such a good idea in my head. And then I
It
knew
is a good idea.
Yeah, I knew it was gonna pay off. And then the joke version is that she's like, "Is it even on?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's on." And it wasn't on, so I turned it on. And she's like, "You're so stupid." And I'm like, "You're gonna feel stupid in a second." And then I found the ring, and I was like, I got on my knee, and I was like, "Will you marry me?" Is what I would have said if you weren't being such a bitch. Now I'm taking this back to Cole's.
To Cole.
I love that you have like the cutest, sweetest, most benign, adorable way to propose, and you made a joke that is so aggro about it.
Bro, the joke always takes it's tough. That's one tough thing about a relationship is like having that now where it's like you can say stuff that can hurt someone, and I don't like that. You know?
Right, yeah.
But it's also like, well, I gotta be funny. I gotta like.
Someone's gotta pay for the ring.
Yeah, so I've definitely my jokes, my act. I have tweaked certain things
Yeah.
that I'm like just to make her feel better.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I always do when people are like, I can't believe like you made fun of like your mom or your dad. Say, yeah, but the first 30 minutes is me making fun of myself.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I front load it and then I go after all of my loved ones.
Yeah, right. And then they get mad. How could you say that about me? It's like,
Your
well, you
dog.
didn't hear when I talked about my dick and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Is it weird now? like date? I know you guys aren't dating, but you guys are. Is it weird dating? Look, when you first got sober, right? Was it weird like being like going on dates and stuff, or was it like sort of? I bet she was excited.
Oh yeah, it's oh man, things are so much better. And like, she was kind of always having to watch me, you know. And then that's gone now.
Right.
You know, if I say I'm going to go somewhere, I'm going there.
Yeah.
And I'm coming back by a certain time.
Sure.
It's not like you're going to catch me. I was a big going into the gas station. Like, I got to get something from the gas station and then run inside. She would be in the car sometimes. I'd be like, I'll be right back. And I would go and grab like a 40 or whatever and chug it in the bathroom. And then like, oh, okay. And she's like, what'd you get in there? Like, oh, I forgot.
Oh, you forgot to buy the thing?
I gotta go back inside. Go. Yeah.
Oh,
You
man.
get 2 of them.
I was a big bathroom drinker.
Oh yeah.
I was a huge bathroom drinker.
Yeah.
You gotta open the can and you gotta make a like time out the cough with the can popping.
Flush the toilet.
Yeah, flush it. Go. Yeah. Then you having to dispose of the can and you put it under here.
But there's still stuff in it, so it's like leaking out.
Yeah.
I was a big like going to like concerts or clubs or something. Like I'm not gonna spend all my money on booze, so I'll sneak a few, but like the cans in. So you got the can, you got cans of beer in your pockets, and you go straight to the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
But they know that. I would get kicked out immediately every time.
Oh, that's the worst thing too. Whenever someone wands you with a metal detector and they pull out like Budweiser, like what? What are you doing? This is a ballet recital. Like, hey man,
What do you want from me?
yeah.
Why beer cans? Why not like a flask or like a little bottle of booze?
Oh, because then I'd be an alcoholic. I'm not gonna carry around a flask. Who am I?
Yeah, Kristie, it's
Okay.
noon.
I don't have a problem. I seriously did. Each time I was gonna
That's
get a
good
flask,
logic.
I'm like, oh, come on.
Right. What am I, an alcoholic?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a beer.
You buy accessories to drink, that's a problem.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just stick a bunch of cans in my cargo pants. That's
Yeah.
good to go.
Yeah, that's a
good
fine.
point,
I'm
yeah.
just a normal dude.
So you were with your fiance prior to getting sober?
Yeah.
That's kind of incredible. Like most relationships, once one person gets sober, it changes and a lot of people have a hard time staying with that person.
Yeah, I mean, it did change, but it all changed for the better. Things were so bad whenever I was drinking. It was just a nightmare, you know, especially towards the end. You know, I was like going to the hospital and stuff, and like it was bad, you know, and she would freak out, like get nervous, you know, because towards the end of like drinking, it's almost like, you know, something's bad's gonna happen. You don't know what, but you know something bad's gonna happen. But you keep drinking anyway. You can't stop.
Right.
And then eventually you do. And then now, you know, you gain people's trust back and you just get a lot of cool things.
It's like when
That's
you're watching a
awesome.
movie, right, and everything's going great, and you're like, something bad's about to happen in the second act.
Yeah, like a horror movie. Someone's about to get
If I turn off now, they're just camping.
Yep.
It's all good, right?
Yeah.
And does she drink?
Yeah, she still drinks. She's not like me. She doesn't like.
No one
have
drinks
a
like
thing.
us.
No,
Nobody at this table drinks like us.
us.
I'm not
Yeah.
presuming that she does. But does she like? I don't know if I want to. Whatever. I went out the other night and I went out with some friends, and I was in an elevator, and one of my friends, like, we made out. We made out in the elevator, and it was nice. It was.
What's his name?
Yeah.
That's like the good.
But for like 3 days, it was like, I'm so sorry. Did the vodka on my breath like trigger you? Like, was that like a?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, no, I liked it. Like, that's kind of like a freebie.
Right.
Now
You know what I
every
mean?
time he's like, hey, you mind taking a little drink? You know,
Every
Just
time
like
I'm
a lick of
stressed,
gum.
you get a margarita and let's make out. You know.
every time I'm stressed, can you have a couple of shots? But I didn't know if when you does that bother you? Is that like triggering for you? Because I don't really think anything of it.
Not
Yeah.
at all. My
Yeah.
whole thing is like, dude, alcohol and drugs are always gonna be there.
Yeah.
I could leave here right now, go to the convenience store. Like it's not like there's some imaginary barrier there between me and it.
Right.
That's
if I'm
why-
hanging on and like saliva is the thing that kicks me over, then I'm not doing well to begin
Yeah,
with.
bro. Yeah, and it's like one of those things because we've been doing it. You know, I got like 2 years and some months, and you got a lot of time. It's like the crave, and I don't know you, but like I don't crave it anymore.
Yeah.
You know? Like, and I'll go. because I'll get free drinks at the comedy club, so I'll just give them to her, you know.
And flush it.
Yeah, I say no. It's like I look at it as like, oh, I'm saving money. You know?
Buying her a drink.
But I'll hold it, but I'm not like holding it and like,
right.
You know,
Yeah. That's what I was explaining to her. I was like, thank you. That's very nice that you're. I was like, but for me, the way I like broke it down is like, whenever you run into someone that you used to date that wasn't good for you, but you guys still had some good times. Like it's kind of what it is. We're like, I remember you.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I remember that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I used to do that. Yeah.
Tastes like the time I slept in a ditch.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't that bad, that ditch. You start thinking.
Why is everything comfortable when you're drunk?
Oh man, I've had some good sleep when I'm drunk. Dude.
I slept in a parking garage and used the concrete pillar as a pillow. It was the best night's sleep I had like 2 months.
Yeah. There's a picture of me at something called Fantasy Fest in the Keys in South Florida, and I am asleep in a bikini on top of a van.
Van moving or no?
No.
Okay, that's good.
No, not anymore.
Oh man,
It was parked at the time.
Yeah, but I bet you it was all right.
It was fine.
Yeah, you don't
I
care.
seemed unfazed.
It's like every chick in Florida's Tinder profile pic.
Guy with a fish, girl sleeping on a van.
Guy with a fish.
Yep.
Bro, is that a red flag or what? You're scrolling on Tinder and there's like a dude with a bass.
It's everyone's red flag. It's everyone's red
Really?
flag. We're all
Okay.
aware of it. I think we're all aware of it at this
Yeah.
point.
I gotta update
it's the
my
universal. Yeah.
Some dudes go full fish. Have you noticed
Full
that? Well, I've noticed older white dudes.
Full fish?
Full fish. Yeah, their whole attire. That's who they are.
It's like their personality.
Yeah, like they've got the Bass Pro Shop shirt and like
Right.
there's always a fish. My Kristie's dad, my fiance's dad, has like a friggin' shirt. It's like he's got a fish collection of T-shirts with just fish on them, like "Time to Fish" or something like when
Texas?
the rod's in the water, stay out of the get away. I don't know.
Yeah, it's always like some
It's always
saying.
something clever, like yeah. Get me a beer and fish. It's like just so silly.
It's the live, laugh, love of white men. Is
Yeah,
Right.
that is
Yeah.
the live, laugh, fish.
Live, laugh,
Yeah,
fish.
live, laugh, fish.
Yeah, white dudes, older white dudes go full fish.
Full fish. I like that.
When you you haven't dated in a long time, but you have like when you were single, is there like a thing that a woman would do that would make you like, even this is too much?
No.
No.
I don't know. Yeah, just like a little bit. That kind of craziness, like the loud, the really loud, like kind of like, wow, you're a big personality, like, which that's cool, but that's just kind of, I don't know,
not your
like
match.
starting shit with people in the gas station. I'm like,
You're like, I'm just trying to drink a beer in the bathroom. I don't want to.
yeah, don't get me kicked out of here.
Make me look like an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big loud personality where he's like
the
at the bar
big
starting shit.
Starting shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
the shit starters. I'm always like, I'm a very live and let live. Even when I drank, I was like, hey, man, come on.
It's all good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't want to fight somebody
No, I
because
don't.
she's running her mouth.
God, man. One time I had to. Dude.
No.
I didn't fight, but I almost got my ass kicked. I definitely would have. I was in New York, walking past this group of like 15-year-old Puerto Rican kids or something. One of them said, yo, I want to take a bite out of your girlfriend's butt. And I had, you can't just, so I turned around, I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Hey, they all like got up on me and she pulled me away. And I was like, oh my God, thank you for pulling me away. Like, I would have gotten my ass kicked.
Because if you hadn't said anything the whole way home, she'd be like, you're such a little.
Exactly. Yeah, you got it. I feel like you just have to say something.
You can't be like, yeah, me too. Like,
yeah. How about I take a bite out of your butt? Whoa, man.
He's like, whoa. Why'd you got to make it so weird? That's so funny, dude. I was thinking about this the other day when it comes to like sober people. I always feel bad when like sober people like die.
Yeah.
People just always assume the worst. Like someone.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, Frank died.
Yeah.
Well, he loved heroin. Like he was 90.
Yeah. I think about that too. I hope it happens where it's an obvious like,
Right.
oh yeah, Dustin fell into a plane propeller and He
Obvious choice.
Well, he's
Obvious
probably
choice.
drinking. He's like, oh no.
Yeah.
He died sober on that plane.
Yeah, he got attacked by a bear. Well, he's a shit talker when he drank, you know? Probably went up to that bear thinking.
Right. It's not like people like when they're like, hey, if I go to jail, like I didn't take my own life. Just so you guys know, that's what we
Right.
have to do.
Yeah,
Like,
we got-
I didn't relapse.
It was fine. It was fine.
So I have a question. So we have a professional, all the things I've listed. Do you have? I'm trying to fix all my friends through Kristie.
Okay.
Do you have a question for her?
I do. Okay. Why can't I just like okay.
Oh boy.
I
Oh boy.
sometimes I like to eat by myself.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll do my errands through the day and I'll go on my little snack runs. You know what I'm saying? I'll go through a McDonald's drive through and I'll get something and I'll be like, I won't tell her about it, you know? And I'll almost like hide it from her, but
Yeah.
then she'll like find it or she'll look on my phone like a charge and be like, whoa, did you do this without me? And I'm like, yeah, but like you weren't there. I can eat by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like that's like a big thing that we kind of deal with. Which, by the way, look at how my problems have become this now.
I know. She's going through your phone and all she finds is a McDonald's app.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. Yeah.
Go to the gas station, eat the cheeseburgers in the
Yeah,
bathroom.
it's like, and
But
because
that's the
also it's like
thing.
finding something to eat too. Is like I feel like neither one of us, we're both those kind of people that don't make decisions. We're very like, oh, what do you want to watch? What do you want to watch? What do you
Yeah.
want to eat? What do you want to eat? And then say I pick something because it's like I'm a guy who's like if I'm gonna eat, I have to be watching something. You know, like I gotta have I gotta know what I'm watching, or else I feel like my meal is being wasted. You know, I want it to
Totally
be
understand.
Yeah,
that.
I want it to be
100%.
good.
Absolutely understand.
100%.
It's
Yeah.
got to be fired up,
Bro,
play food.
yes,
Yeah.
and I'll be like,
100%.
hey,
Yeah.
can you find something on Netflix
Right.
for me? Just
Load it up.
anything. I don't care. Just find something. So then she'll be like the other day I came home and I had pizza and I was like, what are we watching? She's like, I couldn't find anything. And I'm like, oh my God. So then I have to pick something. And then what I pick is something I know she's not going to like.
Right.
You know, I'll put on like Alone or like Naked and Afraid and I'll watch that. And then she'll resent me
Relaxing
for
dinner
it. I can
shows.
feel like we weren't going to watch this. Well, like we weren't going to watch anything.
Right.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so that's two different questions. So the first part that you were talking about, one of the things you mentioned since we've been sitting here is that you're building back trust and that you used to be a bathroom drinker. So I think the fact that you're hiding something or keeping something secret or trying to do something below the table is that reminiscent feeling of like lack of trust or something being hidden or something whatever. So that's probably a really big trigger for her because now it's McDonald's fries, but it used to be whatever it was. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So there's probably that hint of
Right.
old behavior coming up that makes her nervous, even if it's something small now and it used to be something bigger, right?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That really does. It really does.
Yeah.
Because I was like out there doing crazy shit.
Right.
And it probably for her does trigger like oh, this reminds me of when you did that, you know?
Right. That same feeling of something being hidden or keeping secret or something like
That makes
that.
a lot. Get a McDonald's wrapper and put a syringe in it. And be like, just kidding. Gotcha.
I
Just
do not
food.
endorse
Yeah,
that.
well,
Oh,
I
Is
do
this
not
a
endorse
Wendy's
that.
wrapper? I picked up a hooker and she was hungry.
okay. Thank God. Oh my God. Yeah.
That makes sense though, because I mean, I shouldn't, because there's things to me that I'll be like, oh, that's no big deal. If I did
Right.
this, you know, whatever. But I could see that for her, it's being like triggering my old behavior.
Stuff. Yeah, old stuff, and always having that fear. I think there's a lot of that in relationships. If like one of the persons has like cheated and they stayed together, or somebody gets sober in the relationship, or anything where there like was a breach of trust and you're trying to like get that back together, there's always going to be that sort of living there for a while until the opposite becomes like the normal. And it sounds like there was more drinking in the bathroom years than there have been not drinking in the bathroom
Electrolyte
years
years.
than
Yeah,
electrolyte
electrolyte
years. You
years.
know what I mean? So maybe just give that time and just, be mindful or delicate of where the why it's being made a big deal as opposed to not. And maybe that understanding will unlock something too. Being
That's
like,
good.
I get why you feel that way, but I was just hungry.
Yeah. Okay.
If she were to ask the same thing, if she was like, Dustin does this, like you don't like that she won't pick the thing. What is one thing that you feel like you could work besides the food thing? Like, what is like your red flag? Like, you were to show up to date Dustin, right? What is the one thing that you'd be like, yeah, I could see a girl be like, I don't.
Not clean car.
Not a clean car.
Nah,
is that a big deal for women?
You've been in my car. It's
You're a mom.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Mine is disgusting. My apartment's immaculate. My car is like
My
mess.
car is like, what happened in here?
Really?
What? Yeah.
It's where you keep all the food wrappers so she doesn't see them.
I know. Oh my god. No, but I did. It's semi clean right now.
Yeah.
Semi clean. You know, but yeah, just like it's.
Right.
Yeah, someone was telling me that the other day.
About your car?
Yeah.
They were like, ew.
Another alcoholic mentor guy was like, you got to clean your car.
Yeah, fix your
man.
shit, man. You're
Yeah,
sober.
no
Get
one
it
wants
together.
what you have. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
That's fair enough.
When you were in my car, we drove to Phoenix. It's not.
Yeah, I'm like, this guy's sober? Wow.
There's no bumper.
No, the lack of bumper is something else.
That's my red flag. That's why I'm terrified to date. I can't imagine picking a girl up in that thing.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Because even if you clean it, you pull up, the bumper's gone.
No.
The armrest it won't close, so it just does. I'll do like the smooth thing where I'll like put my arm on it to hold it down. But if I have to turn it, it goes flying up.
No.
Yeah.
Justin, you gotta lie and say you got a DUI and take an Uber to the date.
Yeah.
It's
You
funny,
can't
like,
date in that car.
I swear, I will go to meetings because I'll go to like the other day I had to go to my agents and it's like CA, it's like a big agency and they've got like big clients and you got to valet when you get there and I'm like, I went and I parked, I went to the mall across the street. And so I go and I meet with my agent manager. My manager starts following me out. He's like, so where'd you park? I'm like, I did some shopping before. He's like, well, here, I'll walk with you. I'm like, nah, man, you got things to do.
Don't come
You're
over
only
here.
in town. But yeah, get out of here.
It's fun. That's the perfect opportunity to show me your car, but you better start booking me some stuff.
Right.
This is when your
That's
boy's
true.
driving.
Yeah.
I did some shopping. You got no bags.
Oh, yeah.
What'd you buy, Dustin?
Oh, just trying to get some stuff.
It's all in my pockets. It's fine.
I walk around the mall to write and get inspiration.
Right. All right, man. See you later.
Yeah, but it was one of those things I would rather pay the mall parking than like a free valet.
$40.
Well, I swear, but once I get more established, I'll just show up there with a shitty car.
Yeah.
It'll be funny.
Be like
It'll
a choice.
Yeah, Denzel Washington's behind me. Like, what the?
This guy must be good. It's like with the celebrities, they dress like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like your car version of that.
Yeah.
Is that if you're single, right, and
Yeah.
you're dating, you get in the guy's car and it's disgusting? Is that a problem right off the bat?
I think there's levels. I think there's levels to that. I think there's levels of how disgusting the car is. Your car is undateable. Your car is looking rough.
Undateable car.
Yeah, it's an undateable car. That's rough
I
times.
keep that car to keep me out of trouble.
Yeah. My
Sorry,
husband,
ladies.
My husband had a truck for a while that I was like, your car is never the car we're getting into. We're always getting into my car. That's not, we're not going there.
So you would drive everywhere?
So I would drive everywhere. We'd take my car everywhere.
Did that bother him?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I like that. I'm a drive guy.
I'm a drive guy. I'm always. She doesn't like driving either, so that's like a good.
That's good.
But I'm a drive guy. I'm a big drive guy.
See, I'm the driver.
Yeah.
I've got control issues. I like to be the one driving. I like to be that kind of thing. And then I've got my husband's super mellow, and he's like, whatever.
Kristie and I and some people Rob and her husband making some people. We went to Vegas a couple months ago, and she had the snacks for us. Kristie is such a mom. She had the snacks for us.
I love that.
On the way to Vegas.
Yeah.
Right. We had snacks on the way
Water
there.
bottles.
Yeah, water bottles.
Gotta keep
that's
everyone
coloring
hydrated.
books, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, dude, do you remember how many times I had to pee on our trip? I don't know what that.
Yeah.
I have to pee now, like a lot. Like I don't know what happened to my bladder, but dude,
The electrolytes.
I don't know. But he had to pull over, and I was like embarrassed. I'm like, hey, bro, you think you can pull over on the side of the
I
road?
have no problem pulling over.
I know he didn't give me because I was afraid you were gonna do one of those. Just stop. I'm like, whoa.
Nah. Nah, I like stopping on road trips.
Yeah.
I was like, I do get nervous, like on the side of the road peeing, right? When what you were doing.
Yeah.
Because like I heard that you can get like arrested for that and get like
Indecent exposure.
yeah, but like worse, like where you can't be around like a elementary school. Like, and I was like, I don't want Dustin as a sober man to get one of those.
I'm not gonna piss on kids. That'd be the worst.
What am I, a music producer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that is something I gotta. Just getting. Now I feel like, because I'm a little too cocky now. Like when a cop pulls me over or something, I'm like, what are you gonna fucking? Hey, man.
You got nothing on me.
You got nothing on it. Oh, your plates are expired. God damn.
Okay.
It is illegal to not have a bumper in this city, so you're
Okay. Hey, man, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I'm doing my best. Yeah. I'm heading to a meeting right now, bro. Just expect everyone to give you that. He's doing good. He's doing his best.
That's my biggest fear, is getting arrested in sobriety, because I hear about it all the time.
I heard that happened to a buddy of mine just now. He got arrested in Europe for drug charges. He used to be, I guess he was trafficking drugs like 25 years ago or something.
And they finally caught him?
Caught him. He can never go back to France.
Never go back to France is amazing.
Yeah.
Past ain't done with you, Jeff.
No.
Yeah, because if you're drunk and you get arrested, the first like 8 hours of processing, you can just sleep it off, right?
Yeah.
Going to jail sober, you got to be there for all of it. I had a friend who got in a bar fight with like 30 years of sobriety. And
Oh
they
my
took him to jail.
That would be so weird.
Oh my God.
Oh no. No.
Oh, speaking of Vegas, by the way, when we went to Vegas, it was and you and I were in Vegas together.
Yeah.
And you and I were in Vegas together, and it was such a different experience of all the times I've gone to Vegas.
It is
with you
different.
guys. It's
Yeah.
so beautiful. Yeah. I just felt like Chris and I wanted to go to a Hakkasan and dance, and everybody in our group was too old.
No one wanted to do it.
Yeah. I was never even. You know what I do now? Because there's so. The only reason I was like drinking before was the only reason I would go out after the show is to party and find drugs or try to get laid or something.
Yeah.
So now it's kind of like, what am I doing here?
You're right,
I always
yeah.
feel that. Like, what am I like?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just want to go back, maybe watch some Netflix.
Yeah.
We did a bunch of giant kids stuff. We went to like all like the adult arcades. We did a bunch of like laser tag and like all that kind of thing. That's what we went for.
We swam in the lazy river. That was
Swam in the
nice.
lazy
I remember
river.
one night we were like, we should go. There was like 6 of us.
Yeah.
7 of us. We were like, let's go to the club. And they're like, it's 11. There's a cover charge.
Yeah.
I was like, it's Vegas. Like, what are you doing?
I remember my mom, she was a partier back in the day, and she would always acknowledge when we were having good, clean fun. Like, she had to say it. Like, this is good, clean fun. It's like, God, Mom, yeah. See, we're here. We're just having fun. No one's drugged out. There's no ecstasy. We're just playing miniature golf. Good, clean fun.
She's shaking.
Yeah. Good, clean fun.
Right?
Waiting for the sun to go down.
Yeah, I do stuff like that now. The whole metal detecting thing, that's what I'm into right now. Is I'm just like, because it's a double whammy. You get exercise, and then I record it too, so I can put it online.
Content.
Nice.
Yeah, content.
You find stuff?
It's always, there's a chance you can find something cool, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
Like a ring with a finger attached to it or something like that?
Oh, man.
Have you found one of those?
No, but oh my God, this happened just the other day. This place that I always metal detect at, they found a skeleton, man, at this like right at this beach that I always go to. And I remember I found a knife there like a few months ago.
The murder weapon.
Bro, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I wonder if I should go to the cops and be like, hey, I found this knife
Right.
there. Because it was like, I don't know.
That's crazy.
It happened the other day. I should probably hit him up and be like, I found this knife where you found the body. Maybe
You get arrested?
Oh God! Right?
This is now a true crime podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. We swapped over.
Find a skeleton, huh? He probably relapsed. That's right.
Yep, Danny. You know, he loved getting drunk and going surfing.
Well, thank you for coming back on, man.
Thanks
we
for
really
having me. This
appreciate
is a
it. Yeah,
blast.
we'll absolutely do this again. We're happy to be back and happy that you were here. And
Thanks,
how
man.
can people find you?
Dustin Ybarra.
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 Yes.
Ybarra. My metal detecting is Dustin Diggs, and I have a podcast that you were just on. It's called Good Things Are Happening. Good Things Are Happening podcast with me and Greg Baldwin, and
Greg.
yeah, it's a fun time.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Dustin. And find us if you're watching us on YouTube and you want to listen to us in your car or on the road or on an airplane. We're on Spotify, iTunes, and if you're on those and you want to watch the video version of this, we're on YouTube. The Justin Foster is the channel on there, and we'll have this episode up. Isaac Abrams, thank you so much.
You can watch it on Spotify also.
You can watch. You can do that now.
You can.
I can.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's amazing.
There you go.
All right. Well, thank you, Isaac. Thank you, Kristie. Thank you, Dustin. We'll see you guys next week.